In today's episode, we're going to take a look at some of the best eShop deals you can pick up right now, all for under $5 and all either at an all-time low price or at least matching their previous low. Hey everyone, I'm JP and this is Good Talk HQ. Here at the channel, we cover Nintendo Switch games and deals every week and we love sharing the savings with the community. If this happens to be your first time here, welcome and thanks for checking out the video. If you have a good time or we help you save a little money, consider hitting that red button down below to join the family here at the channel. We'd love to welcome you, and it will also qualify you for the eShop gift card giveaways that we do at the end of each month. To enter, just make sure to be subbed to the channel and leave us a comment so we can add your name to the current list. And to the extended family, welcome back my friends. Thank you as always for rocking with us for a few minutes again today. I hope you're having an amazing start of the year, and I also hope that you're ready to spend some money. Once again this week, the deals are ridiculous. Alright folks, and without any further ado, let's jump into the list and try to save some money together. As always, stay safe out there and please enjoy the video. Alright, we'll start off with Monument. This is a single player FPS adventure game from D Games and will last roughly 5 to 10 hours to wrap up with a download size around 1.9 gigabytes. Now this is an old school FPS featuring that classic hardcore gameplay that you remember, huge hordes of monsters to blast your way through, and a vast assortment of firepower to do it with. The only goal of the game is to send all of the evil spirits back to the grave. Now it does look and run great on the Switch and it feels really fun to play as well. The animations are smooth and the music is top notch. It is definitely a dark game, but if you're looking for a solid FPS, make sure to check out Monument before the sale ends on January 17th. It's marked down 72%, matching a previous low of just $199. Shift Happens is an action platformer from Daedalic Entertainment, available for 1 to 2 players in local co-op, and it offers a main story that should last roughly 7 to 8 hours to wrap up. In this one, we play as 2 strange jelly-like creatures that find themselves connected together, forcing players to work as a team in order to overcome each stage. There are 4 unique worlds to explore and more than 40 handcrafted levels to see, with the bonus unlockable stages defined as well. I really enjoy that they made a big effort to make the game fun solo or with a friend, meaning that if you don't have someone to play with but it looks interesting, you're covered as the game was designed with both in mind. If you're interested in this one, make sure to check it out before the sale ends on February 1st. It's marked down 87%, matching a previous low of just $199. Next we have Joe Dever's Lone Wolf. This is a single-player adventure-style RPG from Forge Reply with a download size around 3 gigabytes and a main story that should last nearly 20 hours to finish up. The game has an immersive story crafted by a well-known author and allows the player dialogue choices and branching paths that can either alter the story drastically or even change the ending. The turn-based combat system is pretty deep and a lot of fun, plus longtime fans of the series will enjoy the callbacks to earlier games. The medieval setting and dark atmosphere really do a lot to add to the overall experience, and you even have a few difficulty settings as well if you find things a little too tough. The gameplay loop starts with reading the pages through the medieval book and then shifting into combat when you find a conflict in the story. If you're interested in Lone Wolf, be sure to pick it up before the sale ends on January 17th. It's marked down 75%, again matching a previous low of just $249. Next we have Sea Salt. This is a single-player strategy-style adventure game from YCJY Games with a download size around 2.2 gigabytes, and it offers a main story that should last roughly 4 to 5 hours to finish up. Now the game is sort of a combination of action-adventure and tactical strategy where we play as an old god trying to destroy mankind. The level design is amazing and there are tons of unlockables, plus the gameplay is great on the Switch. There are even some pretty cool boss battles as well. If you're interested in Sea Salt, be sure to check it out before the sale ends on January 17th. It's currently marked down 80% to a new all-time low of just $299. Super Crush KO is a single-player platform fighter from Vertex Pop with a download size around 450 megabytes and a main story that will last roughly 3 or 4 hours to wrap up. The game is set in a bright futuristic city and features fast gameplay that requires even faster reflexes. The game is a blend of run and gun action combined with some old school beat 'em up goodness. It is score based, adding some replayability into the game, plus they added online leaderboards as well. With more than 20 epic levels and hordes of robots to wipe out, this game is a lot of fun, and right now it's on sale until January 21st, marked down 75% to a new all-time low of just $370. Broforce is a 2D run-and-gun shooter with gorgeous 16-bit style graphics from publisher Devolver Digital, which is one of our favorites here at the channel. The game offers both local and online multiplayer as well, making it a great option for the list. Now the game is a love letter to classic action cinema from the 80s, and it has a simple premise. You just basically have to blast through each of the levels, killing everything on your way to the chopper. The levels themselves are nearly fully destructible and adds a unique level of freedom to how you complete each mission. I also like that they included a level editor so you can construct your own levels and then share them online for others to enjoy. If you're interested in Broforce, make sure to check it out before the sale ends on January 17th. It's currently marked down 75%, matching a previous low of just $374. Next we have Mighty GUNVOLT Burst. This is a single-player 2D action platformer from Inti Creates and offers a story that should last roughly 6 to 8 hours to wrap up. Now this is basically a merge of two great games, the original Mighty GUNVOLT with Mighty No. 9, and it features fully revamped and updated game mechanics, deep character customizations, along with the all-new burst combo system. The pixel graphics also have been merged to create a unique blend of 8 and 16-bit, resulting in a really cool look here on the Switch. If you're a fan of the golden age of old-school 2D platformers, make sure to check this one out before the sale ends on January 17th. It's marked down 60%, matching a previous low of just $399. Hidden Through Time is a single-player puzzle game from Rogueside Games with a main story that will last roughly 3 or 4 hours, and it has a download size around 940 megabytes. This is a lot like Hidden Folks, which was another great game that reminded me of Where's Waldo, but this time the game is in color. It has a simple basic premise with each level representing a specific time or theme of history, and there will be hints at the bottom of the screen to help you find the hidden objects in order to progress to the next stage. The graphics are charming, the soundtrack is peaceful, and they even added a map editor. Right now, Hidden Through Time is on sale for just $4.39 until January 17th, marked down 45% to a new all-time low. Now the deluxe version is also available with all the DLC, but it more than doubles the cost, so make sure you check it out first. Knights and Guns is an arcade-style shooter from Baltoro Games with a download size around 3.1 gigabytes, and it has a main story that should last roughly 4 to 5 hours to wrap up, but there is a lot of replayability here, so you should get more than that. It's available for 1 to 2 players in local co-op, and it's very similar to something like Bug Butcher in that you can only shoot straight up in the air. Now the game does run at a smooth 60 FPS and it has several different game modes. There's a vast arsenal of different weapons, and there are even some cool armor suits that you can find to add a little bit of protection and style. If you're a fan of arcade style shooters, make sure to check this one out before the sale ends on January 24th. It's marked down 70% to a new all-time low of just $4.49. The Last Campfire is a single-player adventure-style puzzle game from publisher Hello Games with a download size around 2.6 gigabytes, and it has a main story that should last roughly 5 to 6 hours. Now the story follows a lost ember trapped in a puzzling place trying to find their way home. The story is amazing, and the game does add a few new tricks into the simple mechanics that we find in most of these style puzzle platformers. I can't overstate how beautiful every part of the game is, and the soundtrack and sound effects are again top notch. This is another game that we highly recommend here at the channel, and if you're interested in The Last Campfire, be sure to grab it up before the sale ends on January 17th. It's marked down 70% to a new all-time low of just $4.49. Next we have Evoland, the Legendary Edition. This is a package of 2 amazing single-player adventure RPGs from Shiro Games with a download size of around 1 gigabyte and a main story that will last more than 20 hours. Now Evoland is a journey through the history of action-adventure RPGs, allowing players to unlock new gameplay systems and graphical upgrades as we progress through the story. The game starts out with basic gameplay and graphics, and as it evolves, we move through the game until we're in fully 3D rendered worlds with 3D characters and improved mechanics. Part 2 just expands upon these systems and adds some good old time travel into the mix for good measure. This is a great value and one of the most requested games on the list, so make sure to pick it up before the sale ends on January 18th. It's currently marked down 75%, matching a previous low of just $4.99. Rad is a single-player 3D action-adventure game from Bandai Namco with a main story that will last roughly 7 to 8 hours, and it has a download size around 4 gigabytes. Now the game is set in a post-apocalyptic world where humanity has faced Armageddon not once, but twice. We play as a young protagonist forced to venture out into the unforgiving and ever-changing radioactive world. That's where the game's most unique feature comes into play. You can mutate into any number of hideous Frankenstein-type monsters as the toxins wreak havoc on your body. This is an incredibly wild game and definitely worth checking out while on sale until January 17th. It's marked down 75%, again matching a previous low of just $4.99. Alright folks, and here are some other games to check out while you're already on the eShop. Alright folks, that's going to go ahead and wrap up today's episode. Thanks as always for hanging out with us again today. You know we truly appreciate it. I definitely hope you had a good time or maybe found a deal or two that you were interested in. Also, if you get a chance, consider stopping by Little Man's channel. We have more gameplays and daily deals and sales list over there as well. Thanks again, you all are legendary. Have a wonderful week everyone. Much love, and we'll let Little Man take us home as always. Bye everyone.
That's all for today's list. We hope you liked the video. If you did, consider subscribing and liking down below. Okay, bye!